Shloka 2, verse 2. Taking refuge in this knowledge, the sages attain Sarupya Dharma and acquire a transcendental nature like my own. Thus, they do not take birth again, even at the time of creation, nor does death disturb them at the time of devastation. Saratavashini. The word Sardharmyam means mukti, characterized by Sarupya Dharma, attaining a transcendental form like that of Sri Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na vyatanti means they do not experience misery. So, Saratavashini Param Prakashika Vritti by Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. After acquiring Atma Gyan, transcendental knowledge of the self, the practitioner acquires qualities similar to that of the Supreme Personality. That is, many of his qualities become partially equal to the qualities of the Supreme. Even after attaining liberation and becoming free from the cycle of birth and death, his individual existence continues as an associate of the Supreme Personality. He remains eternally engaged in Premamoy Seva, loving service to the lotus feet of the Supreme, having become established in his spiritual form. Therefore the devotees do not give up their form, which is servitorship, even after liberation. The essence of all instructions of the Supreme Personality is that the soul does not completely become one with the Supersoul by merging with him. Rather, the soul's pure form continues to exist separately from that of the Supreme Lord, and in this pure form the soul always remains engaged in loving service to him. Great personalities like Srila Vishvanath Cakravarti Thakur and Srila Sridhar Swami have accepted the meaning of Sardharmya as Sarupya Mukti only in the fourth Prameya of Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan's commentary. In the book called Prameya Ratnavali, he has written that the words Samya in the Mundaka Upanishad and Sardharmya in Gita should be understood to mean that even in the liberated state of moksha or liberation, there is a difference between the soul and the Supreme Soul. He explains that the component, the Supreme Soul means here Ishvara. He explains that the component Brahmatva in the shloka Brahmavit Brahmatva Bhavati means like Brahma. The word eva has been used in the sense of similarity. Therefore, Brahmatva means to acquire qualities like that of Bhagavan, the Supreme Person. That is to become free from birth and death, but the soul can never carry out such functions as the act of creation. Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan comments on the present verse as follows. When the faithful soul acquires the above stated transcendental Gyan, knowledge, by the worship of Guru, while performing the sadhana or the practice of bhakti, devotion, he attains qualitative equality with 8 of Bhagavan's eternal qualities and becomes free from birth and death. The Shrutis state that the soul retain their individuality even in the stage of moksha or liberation. They never merge. In other words, more than one soul is seen there. Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surayaha. Liberated people in the stage of mukti, constantly see the abode of Sri Vishnu. The word samya is also seen in the Mudakya Shruti, yada pashyate rukmavarnam, etc., etc. And in Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.48, Tat Samyam Apu, they achieve a position on the same level as him in his eternal spiritual abode. Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur quotes Krishna as saying, Gyan is generally sagun, means on the subject of the gunas, or the material modes. Nirgun Gyan means knowledge above the material modes, called Uttama Gyan, the topmost knowledge. By taking shelter of the Nirgun Gyan, the transcendental knowledge, the soul attains my Sardharmya, that is, the qualities similar to mine. Less intelligent persons think that by giving up material qualities, material form and material existence, the soul himself becomes bereft of all qualities, form and existence, and loses his identity. They are not aware that just as all objects in the material world are distinguished from each other by their unique attributes, vishesh, similarly, the purest unique attributes and qualities are situated in my Vaikuntha-dham, my spiritual abode, which transcends this material nature, Vishuddha Vishesh Dham. That pure unique quality, Vishuddha Vishesh, makes an eternal arrangement of transcendental form and existence, which is called my Nirgun Sardharmya, or Sarupya, which is beyond the gunas. By Nirgun Gyan, knowledge of the transcendence, one initially transcends the Sagun material world and attains the state of Nirgun Brahma, the spiritual substance. Transcendental qualities then become manifest. When this occurs, the soul never takes birth again in this material world. And next time we continue with verse number 3. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai.